Madam, okay, madam.
Yes, ma'am. Good evening to all of you. So we are assembled here for the online workshop on Python program organized by Sri Vidyotya College of Education, Akaman Foundation and Seva Academy. Today is the last day we are assembled here. We hope this program is very helpful for you and you are all learning. So I welcome our resource person, Sangeeta Mahalingam ma'am. Hi ma'am.
Right now.
Ma'am. Okay ma'am, you can start the program ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
Let me share the screen. Screen is visible now. Is the screen is visible now? Okay. Fine. Yesterday we have seen for single inheritance, multi-level, multiple, hierarchical, and still only one inheritance is the bending one. Let us complete it today. The last inheritance we need to see is hybrid inheritance. Hybrid inheritance. Let us create the base class. So class name is animal, equal, and define a method known as speak, and return the message. That's all. So I create one derived class. This is single inheritance. See, hybrid is a combination of any two or more structure that is known as hybrid inheritance. So here I'm going to put for single inheritance class normal is going to inherit for animal. Self. Self. return the message. Space. Walk. Walks. So that's all. Further, I'm going to derive one more class. Further, derive class. So in this step, we are going to do for multi-level inheritance because up to this, it is a single inheritance. If I'm extending another class, then that is multi-level inheritance. Multi-level inheritance. I'm going to inherit for this bat is going to inherit for mammal and bird. So mammal and bird. Now once again, I'm going to derive for another class. Derive class 2. Okay, and this is another single inheritance. Okay, so here I'm going to create for bird. It is going to extend for animal. So define a and bird. I have the method like fly. Return message like twice. Okay, so we have the class animal. So class mammal is inheriting for animal, as well as the class bird is also inheriting for the animal. And the next I'm going to have for we have two single inheritance. So this is what single inheritance, and this is another single inheritance. And further derived class I'm going to have for multi-level inheritance. So class name is bat. It is going to inherit for mammal and bird. So mammal is a derived class 1, and bird is a derived class 2. Okay. So I'm going to inherit for both. Actually, these are all separate single inheritance. Okay, so this is one single inheritance, and this is one single inheritance. Okay, and this is a multi-level inheritance. So let us see. Keep colon and define a method. Echo location. Plus self. Return that uses location. Now I'm going to create a instance for bat. So project equal to bat. So that's it. So we are going to access the methods from all inheritance. Okay. So print bat sorry, object dot speak method, then print object dot walk the print object dot fly method, print object dot so that's it. Save it, run it. Yeah, it is printing for all, but it is showing only error for this. It is not back object dot echo underscore location. I need to put for this function. Open it close parenthesis. Yeah, that it is printing for the message. There is no error. So that's all. Up to this, the inheritance topic is over. So we have completed for all the types of inheritance. I just fine. Okay, fine. So do you have any doubts on inheritance? Can you give the reply in the chat box? Do you have any doubts on the inheritance? No doubts? Once again, we will go for next. Sai ma'am, I have shared the inheritance, the complete inheritance programs in a Word document to your WhatsApp now. You can share it to the participants. So whatever program we have done in the session, that I have completely made it to the Word document and then I shared it. So you can share to the participants. And we go for the next one. So here we go for next. Seconds, I'll take for the next program and then we will do it. Few seconds. Next, we are going to see for abstraction. And the last concept is polymorphism. So this is what we are going to see now. Fine. First, we will see for abstract class. Abstract class. Okay, let's do it now. For doing this abstract class, so what I have told about abstraction. So abstraction means you're hiding the unnecessary detail to the user and showing only the essential detail to the user. You're hiding the unnecessary part from the user. I've given the example like ATM machine. For the ATM machine, you are going and swiping, you are taking the money, you are putting the money, whatever thing you are doing outside. But a thing which are hidden, what is happening inside, it is out of our eye. We don't know what is the mechanism is happening inside the ATM machine. Similarly, the car we are using in our day-to-day life, motorbike we are using in the day-to-day life. We don't know what is what exactly done inside, right? So we are using it. See, it's showing only the essential detail to the user and hiding all the unnecessary detail from the user. That is known as abstraction from ABC imports. So this is a thing you need to include at the top of the. This is like a library. You need to import this. So you need to mention like abstract. Abstract class is like a sealed class. Okay. Abstract method. So once you are doing this, you need to import this at the top. Okay. Now you create a class. Class. See, we have the centralized bank, right? Centralized bank. So under that we have so many private bank. Okay. 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 Bank. I'm importing this ABC because it is abstract class. So it is like sealed class. We will provide the methods, but we won't show you what is there inside the method. For example, in Python, we are using for print method. Okay, if we are using for print and we are giving some message, it is printing at the output, but we don't know what is the exact code written inside that print. It is hidden. So that is known as abstract class. Okay, we are using for print method, we are using for get input method, mm, many methods are there. What see, whenever you are seeing open parenthesis and close parenthesis, that is called as method. Okay, so which is used with defined keyword. Here I'm you need to mention this is going to be an abstract method. If you are mentioning the abstract method, you can only define the method. You no need to give the body of the method, because the body of the method is hidden, it is sealed. The user can use the method name, but he can't see what is there inside the method. For those kinds of method, you can say that is an abstract method. Abstract. Abstract method. Now you define the method. So method name is loan. Okay. Self. That's all. That's all. See, method name is loan, function name is loan, but you don't need to define what is inside this loan. Okay. Because it is sealed. It is an abstract method. We will show the only the essential details to the user, but we won't show what is happening inside. Like ATM machine, like car. So the user can use this function.
Hello,
Okay.
ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Some sort of noise is in your background, ma'am.
Okay. Ma'am, is it clear, ma'am?
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, fine. So next method, I'm going to create the abstract method. For the abstract method, you can define the method. You don't need to give the body of the method. Only you can define the method. That's enough. So define keyword. So credit self. I'll put the colon here. Pass. So that's it. If you're mentioning something like abstract method, just define the method. No need to give the body of the loop. So one more abstract method I'm going to mention here. Okay, so define debit. So that's it. It's over. It is like a centralized bank. So this centralized bank will fix the rules and regulation to all the banks under it. Okay. Okay. So now I'm going to create a class for HDFC Bank. Class. My class name is HDFC. It is going to, because whatever this is a private bank. Okay. If the private bank, if I want to open one private bank, then I should get permission from the centralized bank. I need to obey all the rules and regulations from the centralized bank. So I am going to inherit this bank. Okay. So we know the syntax to how to inherit it. Simply we are going to give bank inside this. So here we have done the inheritance. Okay. This is one class and this is another class. So we have done the single inheritance. Okay. Okay, fine. And here I'm going to use the loan function. Means I have inherited this. I can use this loan function. Okay, there is a loan function here. I can use this, but I cannot see what is inside this function. Okay, that is sealed, but I can use the name of that. So loan function, I'll put it like self. Then print we can provide okay 7.5% interest. No, that's all. And I'm defining for one more method. That method name is credit, which is already there in the previous class. This credit method is used as an abstract method. So I'm using that abstract method. Self. Print. HDFC. Provide credit. And we have one more abstract method, debit. So I'm going to use that function to define debit. Self print HDFC provide debit. Okay. Next, this class consists of its own method. Okay, and the method name is known as card. Self. Okay. So print HDFC provide credit card. Okay. So that's it. Now see here, I have three methods inside the abstract class. See, because the ABC is the abstract, I'm importing the abstract class here. Okay, I have the three abstract method. Okay, but I used in the HDFC bank. HDFC is inheriting this bank, and it is using this loan function, credit function, debit function. Okay, but it is giving its own message. Okay, It is using the function, but it can't see what is inside that abstract method. So, and it is also having its own function. Own function name is HDFC. And okay, let me create the object for this HDFC bank. I create object equal to HDFC. Okay, this is a syntax to create the object for the particular class. So now you call object dot loan function, then object dot uh, credit function, and object dot debit function, and object dot card function. Okay, when I'm calling this, let us see how it works, whether this is having any error. Let's check it out. No, this is not having any error. It works perfectly. Can you see here? See here? It is printing everything. HDFC provide credit, HDFC provide debit, HDFC provide credit card. So we can provide 7.5% percentage of interest. So now you understand what is abstract method. Abstract method means you are using for WhatsApp, and you don't know what is the code, what is the secret things are written inside the WhatsApp. It is hidden. So, but we all using the WhatsApp. We are using so many features on that. Uh, those are called abstract, showing only the essential details to the user and hiding the unnecessary details from the user. Okay, for secret purpose, I mean for security purpose. Okay, that is known as abstract class. So we have seen 6 pillars of OOPS: class, object, encapsulation, abstraction, inheritance, and polymorphism. So now we have seen everything except the polymorphism. Okay. So we are going to see for the polymorphism concept. Are you clear about this abstract class? Are you clear about it? Okay. Rupa ma'am, Sunita ma'am. Okay, fine. Okay, fine. Uh, I post my uh, the link in the chat box. I request all of you to give your comments in the LinkedIn. I have given the link here, so you can post your feedback in this link. Still, one more topic is there, polymorphism. Let me start that. And I request all of you to give comment, I mean, give the feedback in this link. It is a LinkedIn profile. I posted the link here. So when you find time, please give the feedback in this. Okay, fine. Let's go to the thing for polymorphism. We see for polymorphism. Polymorphism means the function overloading concept. Function overriding concept. Okay, function overriding concept. We are going to see for function overriding concept. Okay, let us create a class now. Let me create the class employee. Define the method inside that. So define. So working hours. Self. Okay. So self dot hours equal to 50. Okay. Then define print hours self print total working hours here you need to give like see because for self dot has you have given the input you have assigned the input here, so say you need to call this variable here. So actually this is a variable you have assigned the input for this variable, so I'm going to call that variable here. So here you are getting the in this function you are assigning how many hours the employee is working. Okay, just you are getting input inside this function, and in this function you are just printing the um, hours here. I mean you are printing the output. Okay, here you are getting the input and here you are printing the output. Just call this variable here self dot hours. Fine. Okay, that's it. So class employee define working hours, so define print hours. Class AIN training employee extend. I mean, I'm inheriting this class employee to the training. Employee to the training. Put the colon here. So again, define the same method. I'm going to define working hours. There is no change. I'm going to define the same method, but here I'm assigning it is for 60 hours. Okay, and I'm going to define for one more function. So function name is reset hours self. So here I'm going to use for super keyword dot working hours. Working hours. So that's all done. So we need to anybody can tell you why I'm using the super keyword? What is the function of super keyword? What is the meaning for it? Anybody? If you know the answer, you put it in the chat box. Now, I'm going to create the object for employee. Let us how to do that. Create object equal to employee. So object one. So now object one dot working hours. Then object one dot print hours. That's it. See, I have called for I called for this working hours using that object because employee is the class which is inherited to the trainee class. So now I have created the object for the employee, not for the trainee. So using that object, I am calling for this working hours. Okay. And I'm calling for this printers, because I have created object only for this class. Okay, only for this class I have created the object. Object name is object1. So using that object1, this class contains for two functions. So using that object1, I am calling for this two functions. So first function is working as, and second function is print as. Okay, I'm calling for these two. And I'm going to create another object as object2. Okay. What is the second class name? It is training. It is training. Okay. Now using the object2 dot, see, now this class has inherited the employee class also. By using the object2, I can access the trainee class and I can access the employee class also. Okay, I can call the functions of the employee as well as I can call the functions of the trainee. So I can call for these two functions also. Okay, working hours. Okay, object dot printers. Now reset. We have reset the training hours, right? So object 2 dot reset hours. Object 2 dot print hours. Okay. See this method. So this is another working hours. See, what I want to tell is, imagine there is a function which is known as draw. Okay, or shape. Shape is the function. I'll explain it here. There is a class. I have the function like shape. Okay, this function can draw for the circle. The shape, using the shape first. This function can draw for circle, right? Draw for circle. Okay. Same another shape function I'm using for another shape function. This draw for triangle. Okay. Again, I have the shape function. Or else you can have for shape, or else you can have for draw. Anything. Okay, anything. This will draw for square. Same draw function, it will draw for rectangle. Rectangle. Okay. So draw is a function. It is overridden, right? This here it is drawing for the circle. The second draw it is drawing for the rectangle. Third draw will draw for the square. Fourth draw will draw for the rectangle. So this is a concept I'm coming to say here. It is known as function overriding. The same method is used to see. Can you see this working as? This working as is a function which present inside the trainee class, as well as the same function which is present inside the employee class. So in this employee class, the training hours which we assigned is 50. Okay. Now here you can see here I have assigned for 60. Okay. Then we are resetting it. Okay. Let me run this program. We are seeing the concept of function overriding. No attribute of working hours. Yes. Here I have mentioned like capital W, but here I mentioned for small w. That's the reason. Let me share and run it. Yeah, it is working, right? Can you see here? First, it is printing for 50. Okay, see here. First, it is, I mean, it is object one. One second, I'll keep it parallelly. Can you see here? Uh, Using the object one, it is calling for the working hours and it is printing for the print hours. I mean, this is happening. Total here it is printing for 50, right? We have used only one print function. So here it is printing for 50. That's right. And again, we are coming here, object 2 dot trainee. Using this, we are calling for the working hours and we are printing for that. Okay. See here, I'm calling for the object 2 dot working hours and the print hours. See here, object 2 dot, this is the working hours. Now, self dot hours is 60. And it using the object 2, I am calling for the print task. There is no function inside the trainee print task. Actually, this print task is the function present inside the employee. But first I call for this function. Now this self.ask is assigned for 60. Previously it was 50. I called for this function. So the self.ask becomes 60. Then I'm calling for this function. So it is printing for 60. So that's the second message here. It is printing for 60. Now I am calling for reset hours. Reset hours means this one. Super keyword. I mean, this will refer to here. Okay. Again, the self dot ask becomes 50. What is happening next? It is asking to print that hours. So it is printing for here. Again, it is printing for 50. Do you understand? Do you understand this? It is very simple. Once again, I'll explain here. So this is your base class employee. So you have this working hours and print hours. Initially, it was assigned to 50. Second, you have trainee class, which inherits the features of employee. And same, you are overriding the method, right? Here also we have the same method, but it is assigned for 50. The same method is override here, like here. Can you see here? Draw function, first it is drawing for the circle, and the same method is overridden, it is drawing for triangle. And the same method, again it is overridden, it is drawing for the square, and same method, again it is overridden, it is drawing for the rectangle. Okay. So the same thing is happening here. So the working hours, first it is assigned for 50. Okay. So it is overridden. So it is assigned for 60. Okay. And I'm just calling the function uh, again and again using the second object. I mean trainee object. Using the first object, I'm calling for first object is created for employee, object 1. Using object 1, I'm calling for working hours and print hours. So my statement is the first statement, total working hour is 50. See the output screen? It is 50. And for trainee, I have created the object named as object 2. Using that object 2, first I'm calling for this working hours. So it becomes 60 and I'm asking to print this print hours. So my second message got printed. It is 60. Okay. Again, using the object 2 of trainee class, I am calling for this reset working hours. Reset hours means I use a super keyword of working hours. So it will pass these, I mean, it will call the function which is present inside the employee. Now the working hour again reset to 50. Okay. Then I'm asking to print this print hours. So again, the third statement has got printed. See the output screen. Again, it is printing for 50. Is it clear? Can anybody please unmute it and tell me, is it clear? Is it clear? Okay, fine. What about others? What about others? So up to this, your OOPS concepts is got over. So we have seen for class, object, encapsulation, inheritance, and polymorphism. Abstract class. So all the things has got over. So from the beginning, we have seen for introduction about Python, what is Python, a brief introduction about the Python. We see for what is variable, what is data types, what are all, we have seen some basic programs, what are all the conditions, like if conditions, if else if nested if. We have seen so many programs, how to find even or odd, a factorial number, recursive function, um, the person is eligible to vote or not. So we have seen some programs, and then we saw what is function. We saw 4 different types of function, and we saw the data structures. What is list? What is tuple? What is a dictionary? And what is set? So we have seen 4 types of data structures. And finally, we jump into the OOPS concept. We have seen the introduction of OOPS concept, and we have seen all the concepts inside the OOPS concepts with an example. Are you clear with this? I share these 2 programs also in that, I mean, in that Word document, and then I'll share it finally. Sai, ma'am. And I request all of you to kindly give the feedback in this link. Sai, ma'am. Sai, ma'am, are you there?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am. Completed all. If there is any queries, they can ask me now. And also, I need the valuable comment from the participants, how they feel the session is clear, what things need to change.
You can speak. Participants, please unmute and speak.
Ma'am, shall I mute?
No, no, ma'am. I'm asking participants to unmute and
Okay, okay.
Good evening, ma'am.
good evening.
Good evening, ma'am. It's an excellent program and easy to learn. And we got all the basics about Python, and definitely with the help of these notes, we will practice, and it will be helpful further. Thank you, ma'am.
Thank you, Sanita, ma'am. Thank you for your valuable feedback.
Thank you.
Any others? Any other? Yes. Yes, today is the last day and we have ended with hopes. So it was very good teaching by Sangeeta ma'am. We all learned Python programming very well.
So you
We
need
hope
to do the continuous practice on it.
we need continuous practice. Like we used to learn tables in the childhood days. We have to work. Then only we
Yes,
can
ma'am.
learn Python.
You
Otherwise,
need to
it is
practice
not
on it.
Lot of homework is needed, otherwise we cannot finish, cannot
Definitely.
learn Python. So
So
I
now,
request all the participants to work again and again and get thorough with this programming language. We must first thank Sangeeta ma'am for giving us this wonderful session and motivating us to learn this program. Otherwise, I think I would have not think about this learning Python. Thank you very much, ma'am.
thank you, ma'am.
On behalf of the participants and Sri Vidya College of Education, Alphon Foundation, and Seva Academy, I extend my thanks to you, ma'am. Thank you very
Thank,
much.
thank you so much. A small help, ma'am. Sai, ma'am, I share this LinkedIn link to your WhatsApp, ma'am. Kindly share it
Okay,
to the
ma'am.
group, ma'am.
Chat to their mail.
Yeah.
Wha-
Just share to their group, ma'am, so they can give the feedback later.
Ma'am, for the first uh, 5 days or 7 days, first
Ah,
6 days,
I will make it as the
we need it
document
the
and
Word
then I'll
document.
send it to you, ma'am. I'll make it as a Word document.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am.
I will send
And
it to
please
you.
send me.
Yeah, I'll personally send it to you.
Okay, ma'am. Okay, ma'am. Thank you very
Thank you.
much.
Thank you. Thank you all. Thank you, ma'am.
Yes. Thank you, ma'am. You can leave the
Yes,
session.
ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
And all the participants will be receiving a certificate in 4 or 5 days. So you please all of you leave the session. Thank you for your participation. Thank you.